Hey you guys, this is Leslie, and today we are going to talk a little bit about stopping the urge to shop. I think a lot of women have been conditioned to believe that shopping is a hobby, which it's really not. It's more of a means to an end. We have to shop to get the things that we need in our life. But going shopping as a hobby was a great business plan for the advertisers and stuff to get people into the shops and buying more stuff so that they could make more stuff to sell us so that somebody out there could make a whole lot of money. But it's really not doing us any favors, and it has been portrayed in media, like through TV shows and movies and stuff, that women love to shop and that it's this great hobby, and that when we are bored, which we do, we should go shopping. And it is, not only is it destructive, I mean, it's destructive, but it's actually like destroying some people's lives. And it's destructive in many ways, because it's not just destructive in your own life, it's destructive financially, it's destructive in the fact that you maybe end up with way too much stuff in your house and you feel overwhelmed and like you can't handle things. But it's also very destructive to the environment, because when we're buying a lot of things that we don't need, we're not caring for our environment at all. We are it takes the natural resources of this world to produce all of those things, and in the production of those things it also causes a lot of waste. And so the more things that you buy, the more you're contributing to that cycle. So stopping shopping as a hobby is a really important thing. Now, living in the Western world like we do, we know we're going to still be shopping. That's still going to happen. It's still probably going to happen on a regular basis. Most of us are going to need to go shopping for our groceries, most probably weekly, or maybe more than once a week. So shopping is always going to be something that we're going to be doing. I mean, even if you make a lot of your own things, like, you still have to shop for the stuff to make it with. So it's always going to be there, and we kind of have to accept that. But it's the going to the store when you're bored and browsing through a bunch of things that you don't need, and then spending money on those things that you don't need because they look cute. That's what we want to stop doing. So there are two main phases to minimalism, and one is the big downsize. So you've decided you're interested in minimalism, you want to pursue it, and you have to downsize to get to the part where you are sort of minimalist. And then the second part is actually maintaining that minimalism. Now, when you are doing your big downsize, you probably don't have a lot of time, especially if you're trying to make it happen really fast. For me, it was all my efforts were put toward doing our big downsize. So I went to work, I made food for my family, and I downsized. All my extra time was put into that. So there wasn't a lot of time to go shopping, and not that I like to shop anyway, but when you're doing the big downsize, there's not a lot of time for extra things. And so it's probably pretty easy to stay out of the shops and to not do extra shopping. But once you're done, you suddenly will find yourself with, hopefully, this is the goal, is to find yourself with a lot of time. That was a big part of the goal for me with minimalism. Partly we downsized to be in a tiny place with our family, but that was what we wanted, was more time. We wanted more time to pursue the activities that we love to do, more time to spend with our family. If you don't have an idea ahead of time what it is that you want to do with your time once you get to the end of your big downsize, you might find yourself gravitating to the store, going shopping, going to see what there is. And it can be really a dangerous thing because you get caught up in it. We avoid stores except when we have to go to them. We avoid browsing at random through the aisles. But even so, if if I find myself in like a Target and walk by some cute pillows, I immediately start thinking, oh, wouldn't that be nice? And what if I redid my house? And it used to be a thought of mine when I lived in a house. I was always thinking about how I could make it nicer and prettier and better. It can be a spiral. You can kind of get caught into that way of thinking, and then once you've fixed something up, you want to fix something else up. And it isn't always necessary. We need to come to a point where we're happy with the way things are, where we have everything that we need, and you don't need to go shop for the newest stuff because it's just stuff. And if you already have that stuff, you don't need to replace it. A lot of people are wanting to have new decor for every season. I don't know when that started. I wonder when that started. I don't think that used to always I don't think that was always the case, that people wanted new decor for every season, yet now it is. It's like, oh, it's the fall, we want fall colors now. And now it's the spring, we want spring colors. And now it's summer, so let's have a beachy theme in the house. And, that's just, it's leaving you with a bunch of stuff that you're going to have to store or you're going to have to dispose of in some way. And thrift stores are bursting at the seams already. So shopping is really, I feel like I'm just talking in circles here. Just don't go shopping. It's that easy. One thing that I've found is that now that I've stopped shopping many years ago, for fun, I guess. For fun now, I would rather go on a hike or read a book or take my camera out and take some photos or play with my kids or meditate. I mean, there are tons of other things I can think to do besides shopping. And I think some people, when you get in habits, it's hard to break habits. And shopping can be a habit, and because we always have to shop, we're still going out and doing that, and if you're not careful with yourself, you'll get sucked back into it. So, one thing that I have done that has really helped is I have cultivated the ability to appreciate and enjoy something in the store without taking it home with me. So now I can look at those beautiful pillows and go, aren't those pretty? And walk on by. And I can look at cute new clothes and go, isn't that cute? And walk on by because I don't actually need it. And I think that's a really important thing for people to do and to keep in mind, is that if you don't need it, walk on by. Appreciate it, sure. You don't have to completely ignore it. You can appreciate it and enjoy it for what it is, but that doesn't mean you have to buy it. And some people have this compulsiveness where they I have to own that thing. But you don't. You don't have to own that thing. You can leave it in the store. And the less we buy, the less new stuff is going to always be being produced. So yeah, the big things are to find new hobbies. Try some new things. Focus on experiences rather than things. The accumulation of things, to me, isn't really a valid experience. I want to have experiences, so I like to read books because books are experiences. I want to go on hikes. Come up with things that you can do that aren't shopping, so that when you get to the end of your big downsize, you are able to know what to do with yourself when you find a little bit of free time without running to the store just to see what's there, because when you do that, you often will come home with something that you didn't actually need. So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this. Do you like to shop? Do you consider it a hobby to shop? Do you go shopping a lot? Let us know in the comments below. I'd love to keep this conversation going. And If you liked this video, got some value out of it, please hit the like button, share it with your friends if you think they would like it too, and subscribe for more like this. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.